Ever wondered how our world became so connected? It all started thousands of years ago with the rise of mighty empires. First up, the Persian Empire, which united a massive territory with its amazing royal roads, spreading culture all across Asia. Then came Alexander the Great, a true legend who built one of history's largest empires, linking Greece, Egypt, and even India. His conquests spread Greek ideas far and wide. Not long after, the Roman Empire dominated, ruling Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Their laws, buildings, and military strategies are so advanced, they still influence us today. Meanwhile, in Asia, China's Han Dynasty was booming with incredible inventions like paper, steel, and the famous Silk Road, which connected East and West for the first time. These empires didn't just conquer land. They spread knowledge and culture, setting the stage for the world we live in. When you hear Middle Ages, what comes to mind? Knights, castles, maybe a few dragons? Well, it was all that and so much more. This era, right after the Roman Empire, wasn't just a dark age, it was a time of incredible change happening all over the globe. Let's start in Europe. After Rome fell, new kingdoms rose from the ashes. It was a time of fierce competition, where powerful kings and queens built massive castles and knights in shining armor became legendary. The Catholic Church grew into a major force, guiding not just faith but also politics, art, and learning for millions. But Europe wasn't the whole story. Over in the Middle East, the Islamic Golden Age was in full swing. Cities like Baghdad and Cordoba became world-leading centers for science and philosophy. Scholars there made huge leaps in math-think algebra, as well as astronomy and medicine. They not only saved ancient Greek and Roman knowledge from being lost, but also built upon it with their own brilliant discoveries. Meanwhile, halfway across the world in China, the Tang and Song dynasties were experiencing their own golden ages. This is where some of the world's most game-changing inventions were born: gunpowder, the printing press, and the magnetic compass. These technologies would eventually find their way to Europe and completely reshape the future. And what about Africa? This was the time of mighty empires like Ghana, Mali, and Songhai, which became incredibly wealthy from trading gold and salt across the Sahara. The legendary city of Timbuktu wasn't just a trading hub. It was a vibrant center of education, drawing scholars from all over the world. Even in the Americas, amazing civilizations were thriving long before Columbus set sail. The Maya, Aztec, and Inca peoples built breathtaking cities, towering pyramids, and complex road networks that still impress us today. They developed advanced calendars, unique writing systems, and sophisticated societies. So, the Middle Ages were anything but stagnant. From Europe to Asia, Africa to the Americas, this was a period of dynamic change, innovation, and growth. It was a time when different cultures laid the groundwork for the modern world, setting the stage for the age of exploration, when all these separate stories would finally begin to connect. It truly shows that history is a global story, with amazing things happening everywhere, all at once. The age of exploration, when the world connected as the Middle Ages ended, curiosity and ambition pushed humans to explore beyond their known world. In the 1400s and 1500s, European explorers such as Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, and Ferdinand Magellan set sail across unknown oceans. They discovered new lands, mapped new routes, and connected continents for the first time in history. This era changed the world forever. New trade routes opened between Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Spices, gold, silver, and new foods such as potatoes, tomatoes, and chocolate spread across continents. Kingdoms grew rich, leading to the rise of powerful empires like Spain, Portugal, France, and Britain. Unfortunately, this age also brought colonization, slavery, and the suffering of many native peoples. Meanwhile, in Asia, empires like the Mughal Empire in India, Ottoman Empire, and Ming Dynasty in China were at their cultural and economic peak, full of art, architecture, and scientific discoveries. The world became more connected than ever before, and this global exchange set the foundation for the next major era, the Renaissance and the scientific revolution, when ideas, inventions, and knowledge would rapidly transform human society. The Renaissance and scientific revolution, A new dawn of knowledge after the world became more connected. A powerful wave of new ideas swept across Europe. This era was called the Renaissance, meaning rebirth. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael created masterpieces that changed the way people saw art, humans, and nature. Writers like Shakespeare explored human emotions in a way no one had done before. At the same time, the scientific revolution began. Thinkers started questioning old beliefs and searching for truth through experiments and observation. Some of the greatest breakthroughs happened during this time. Copernicus and Galileo showed that the Earth moves around the sun. Isaac Newton discovered the laws of motion and gravity. Johannes Kepler explained how planets orbit in ellipses. Scientists improved medicine, studying how the human body truly works. Inventions like the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg made books cheaper and faster to produce. For the first time, knowledge spread to ordinary people, not just kings, priests, and scholars. New ideas about freedom, rights, and government also began to grow, setting the stage for major revolutions in the future. Next comes the age of revolutions, when countries and societies changed forever. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next dive into history. See you next time.